Hello, students, and welcome to once again another exciting computer science class. In this class, we shall be discussing computer data conversion, part 1. Under the part 1, we'll be discussing some of these key topics. We'll be knowing the definition of a computer data conversion. We also will be knowing the meaning of a computer register. We'll be knowing the types of computer registers. We'll be emphasizing on also the address, that's a computer address, and also a computer bus. Some of these are the topics we'll be enlisting and explaining extensively for better understanding during our physical class. Firstly, what is computer data conversion? A data conversion is a conversion of computer data from one format to another. Through a computer environment, data is encoded in a variety of ways. For example, computer hardware is built on the basics of certain standards, which requires that data contains, for example, parity bit checks. What are parity bit checks? Parity bit checks is a technology that enables you to know if errors are found during data conversion. Explaining further data conversion. Data conversion, as I rightly said earlier, is a conversion from one format to another. A practical example is a Word document having from Microsoft Word to PDF, image JPEG to PNG, audio MP3 to AAC, and video AVI to MPEG-4. You should also know that this conversion can also be done from an audio to a video and from a video to an audio. Likewise, representing it in pictures, as you can see, computer data conversion entails briefly when data, information, instructions are being changed from one form to another or from one format to another. Furthermore, data conversion is that conversion that exists from a particular unit to its source equivalent unit. You may have the conversion of bits to bytes, bytes to kilobytes, kilobytes to megabytes, megabytes to gigabytes, gigabytes to terabytes, terabytes to petabytes, and so on down to nonabyte, down to decabyte, down to quarabyte, and the list goes on and on. All these are done during computer data conversion. And in computer data conversion, one key thing is done, which is the use of registers. What are registers? This is a special high-speed storage area within the CPU. All data must be represented in a register before it can be processed. For example, if two numbers are multiplied, both numbers must be in registers, and the result must be placed in a register. The register can contain the address of a memory location where data is stored rather than the actual data itself. What does this simply mean? It means that when conversion is done, there is a storage point in which all these instructions are being saved before it gets to its final output or execution. For example, if you have 2 plus 1, 2 has a storage point that is waiting to be processed with the addition sign, which is add the plus sign, and 1 also is saved in a storage point that at that point, when the both of them processes by 2 plus 1 giving you 3, It means that 2 and 1 was saved in a storage point. This storage point is known as a register. When you talk about registers, registers gives you a location. Now, this location, otherwise also called an address. What then is an address? An address is used to reference a storage location in the main memory. You can think of computer memory as an array of storage boxes. Each of them has an address, a unique number assigned to them. When you talk about an address, you are simply saying a location where a data is being saved for easy identification. It's just like your homes, you all have addresses. If I want to come to your house, you must give me your address. If not, I can't get a location. UPSS has an address. You can only get to UPSS if you follow the address. Even if someone tells you UPSS is at Siloko Road, you need an address. And in all of this, there is a link that enables this to be possible. And that link is called a computer bus. What then is a computer bus? A computer bus is a collection of wires through which data is being transmitted from one part of a computer to another. You can think of a bus as a highway on which data travels within a computer when used about personal computers. The term bus usually refers to the internal bus. This is a bus that connects all internal computer components to the CPU as the main memory. Now, I will use a typical example in explaining a computer bus. When you talk about a computer bus, what comes to mind is an extension bus. Now, what does the extension bus do? It connects two or more devices together through a central switch so that instructions or devices can be linked together when passing instruction. So therefore, when you talk about computer data conversion, they must have a register where there is a storage point. They must have an address where the information is being located, and you must also have a bus that leads to the linking. We have types of registers. We have the MAR, the MDR, MBR, PC, accumulator, index register, and instruction register. In our next class, we'll be emphasizing more on these types of registers. If you have any question, ask at the comment section right beneath the content page. But for now, thanks for watching and see you in the physical class. Bye.